We're here today at PolyActiva, laboratories based in Crown Street in Richmond. We're developing ocular implants for sustained drug delivery to the eye. So currently patients who have conditions like glaucoma have to put drops in their eye every day. What we're looking to do is to replace that drop therapy with a small ocular implant that goes inside the eye. I guess Brandon Capital has been an integral part of our story. So we were one of their earliest investments in 2012.
And they came to us with the concept of creating a film that they would coat prosthetics with. But we were able to show them that to actually develop a product like that would be impossible. And so we worked with them to say, but your technology looks really interesting. Where is there in medicine gaps where delivery of drugs is a real challenge?
And then around late 2012, the company received its initial investment and started to focus on the development of sustained drug delivery for more discrete parts of the human body, such as the eye. So what PolyActiva's drug is doing is being delivered internally in the eye and going straight to the target tissues.
We're excited that maybe it will work, but if you asked me back then, I probably would have said, I think we've got a 10% chance of succeeding. And that's the space we play in.
So they initially seeded the company with a Series A investment round. That money allowed PolyActiva to develop its products to proof of concept, get the preclinical data that it needed, and then in 2018, the Biomedical Translation Fund invested in our first clinical trial program.
We really felt that it was a program that was tailored appropriately for biotech. And I think that the moment we found out about it, we started working pretty hard on making sure we're ready for when the program was launched to put our best foot forward to compete for the funding.
We wouldn't have been able to develop our product without the support of that venture capital, and in particular Brandon Capital.
Biomed is a difficult sector to invest in because everything takes a long time. In tech, you can develop a product, an app, or a device and quite quickly get it to the consumer. Whereas within biotech, if you're developing a new drug, generally you're looking at least 10 years from the moment you'd start the company through until when that drug would be in late stage clinical development.
PolyActiva has been fortunate in that it hasn't, entered the valley of death. But there is always then a gap. And I guess the challenge for us is, as we move forward, how we fund what is going to be a fairly significant expenditure for phase 2 and potentially phase 3 clinical trials.
So before the BTF, there weren't really many venture funds in Australia in the biotech space that had the capacity to take an Australian idea from the laboratory through to human testing, and the BTF enabled us to do that. The venture industry is absolutely essential to both stimulate innovation in biotech, but also to help create industry. And if you look at any data across the developed world, not just in biotech, but across the globe, those ecosystems with strong venture capital firms are the ones that have the greatest job growth. They're the ones that create the new companies and have emerging industries.